Sunday night game, the Bengals, the Ravens. Ravens favored by 3, over under 47. Thoughts on this game?
I like the over. I think that's kind of a given. I don't know that I'm surprised this game line has actually gone down.
Mm-hmm.
It's open at 47.5 down to 47. So I'm a little surprised by that. I do like the over, even though it's a divisional matchup. The Ravens have just not been good in the secondary. They just haven't, right? And I just don't see how that game sticks the under. Now, as far as the game script goes, I think man, I really like the push. Like this three's tough, right? I wish there was a hook somewhere. In all reality, I wouldn't be betting the line on this game because there's no hook. Now, if the money moves between tomorrow or before kickoff Sunday night and we get 3.5, then I think Cincinnati covers. But that hook's really hard for me. So I'm gonna say Baltimore covers, Baltimore covers the 3. But I'd really feel good about taking a Cincinnati covering a 3.5.
Yeah.
And I know that sounds weird, but since we're not going to bet the push and we got to give you guys something, that's where I'm at.
Right. I'm kind of right there with you. I do think that this is going to be a field goal game. And I think that when this line comes in, I think the line ends up coming in about 2.5. When it's all said and done, I could see it moving that little half point in favor of that. So that's kind of where I looked at that. Is I think that the line will, probably go down to about 2.5, and I think that it's going to be a field goal game. So I would say for Baltimore to cover, cover that, and I think that we're going to see the over as well. I think that this is one of those that the Bengals have been a little rough on the defensive side of the ball. Baltimore's looked electric on the offensive side of the ball. The Ravens have been very porous on the pass defense. Cincinnati's got a good passing offense there. So I think this is going to be a very, very fun matchup to watch, and one that I'm very excited to sit down Sunday night and be able to watch. And that being said, I just got done talking about how Cincinnati has a good passing offense and the Ravens have a porous pass defense. Goes right into my prop on this one. I am going to call for Joe Burrow to hit the over 270.5 passing yards.
Right on. I like that. I think that's a solid prop there. I'm going to take J.K. Dobbins over 50.5 rushing yards. There's really no one else in that backfield that can compete with him for touches outside of Lamar. And obviously Lamar can't run it every single play. So J.K. Dobbins is going to get a ton of use. Looked pretty good last week. I think they're going to try and run it back.